We're talking about more Eminem, Antichrist. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Review Season 9. I'm back with another gosh darn dang episode. We got a good show for you today because we got more Eminem. We've been covering Eminem for the past couple of days, and we're going to continue. Now, I only got a couple of more Eminem reviews left before I do my big old album review of the whole album. But, we are on the mid part of the album. We're on the Slim Shady esque Eminem kind of part of the album. You know, we're finally past, 50-year-old Eminem complaining about today's world, and we're finally on some good vibes. No, we're not. But we're talking about the Antichrist, he had a song before. It was called Lucifer, and the Lucifer song was, again, 50-year-old Eminem complaining about the world. You know how that be. And then, he does a little nice transition into Antichrist. And Antichrist is a lot more better than Lucifer. So we're gonna go over Antichrist. I got some thoughts I want to get off my chest. So yeah, let's get into it. I got a couple of points I want to go over before we get started. My first point that I feel about this song is that I feel like Eminem spent a little too much time on the first half of the song. The first half of the song is very slow. It's very mediocre. It's very whatever. It's very like, can we get to the point? Like, like how you like sit there and you hear an old person locks you in for a freaking 3-hour story. That's what it kind of feels like I'm listening to in the beginning. But I will say this, though. The production's definitely dark. The production definitely has some good dark undertones to it. And I definitely do enjoy that, to be honest with you. And my next point, too, all the Eminem haters might disagree with me on here. I can't even lie to you. But I think the hook is actually pretty good on the song. It's the bad Eminem singing. And I think it's the bad Eminem singing, but it works. And it works really good. It fits with the beat. The last couple of songs when you try to do the bad Eminem singing hook, it just doesn't fit with the song. But I feel like the hook here definitely fits. Definitely adds a good vibe to it. And it definitely just has... Definitely has a good... It's a good hook. I'll say this. It's a good, really good hook. And I think we needed more like that. I think we needed more those kind of bad singing hooks, but they fit with the album. A lot of the other bad singing hooks Eminem does, they just don't feel with the album. They don't fit the beat. To be honest with you. And it kind of sucks that, this is the only song that I feel like has a good hook. I know, that's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to say, but I feel like this is the only song that has a good hook. My third point too is there's like a 10-20 second bizarre verse at the end. Don't even ask me who that is. I don't care. Alright. All I know is that this verse was terrible. Oh my lord. Man, this verse at the end, I was starting to really vibe with this song because I will go into this that the second half is a lot better. But then, I swear to God, Eminem dips out the song, and then this guy comes on here and just delivers such a bad hook. The flow is bad. The lyrics are god awful. The lyrics make me go, what am I even listening to? You can't make this up. Did somebody really sit down and said, this is a good verse, we're going to put this on the album? Somebody had to do that. Somebody said that. Somebody had to say that in the studio. And that just makes my heart die laughing, because ain't no way you recorded that verse and said, that's the one. That's going on the Eminem album. Oh, man, it's terrible. It is absolutely terrible. And it immediately brings down the song. When the song starts to get pretty good, and then you immediately just cut off the good part of the song to put a terrible, bizarre verse at the end, who put together the song? I mean, are you sure Eminem put together the song? Because this ending verse feels very unnecessary, feels very forced at the end, and it's just like, what in the hell am I listening to? You can't make this up. Alright, that's all the points I want to get off my chest. Let's go over the Antichrist. Let's talk about the beat. Alright, the beat's pretty good. I really like the beat. The beat's kind of dark. It's got these really nice dark undertones to it, and the beat just overall sounds really, really good. The hook. The hook is actually good. It's the bad singing Eminem hook, but it's good. It sounds really nice. I like how it's not played too much. You know, a lot of the new Eminem songs, especially off this album, they have been relying on 4 or 5 hooks being played throughout their whole song. For some reason, to stretch the song out to 4 minutes or 350 minutes or something like that, and it's just like, why? You know, why do that? It just makes no sense. But this hook is not overplayed. It's played a right amount of it's played right amount of good times here, and I really, really enjoy that, and I'm glad that it is. Let's talk about the beginning. Oh man, the beginning. The beginning was not great. Oh man, the beginning. Man, I am not a fan. I am not a fan of this monotone Eminem. Just, I'm not a fan of this Eminem monotone voice just doing the same flow over and over and over again. Like I said on Habits. Like I said on Bad Habits. Whatever the song was called. Habits. It sucks. Whatever. Alright, like I said on that song, when you do the same flow and you just add more words or you add more complexity to that same flow, it gets very stale, gets very boring to listen to very quick. And to be honest with you, if this wasn't my thing to review music, and I clicked on this Eminem song and I listened to it, I would have turned it off in the beginning. The beginning is very important. All right, you know, a lot of songs need the beginning to hit. You know, the beginning has to hit, or your song will just get turned off. And it's just one of those things where I'm like, why in the Lord would you just sit there, just do the same type of flow forever? I'm telling y'all, the beginning is so long that I was falling asleep. I was falling asleep listening to the beginning. That's how bad it was. That's how boring it was. That's how monotone it was. Like, what am I listening to? It just makes no sense. Again, it's that over monotoned, very same flow, and even, oh my god, even with these edgy lyrics, it doesn't make it interesting at all. How are you going to put edgy lyrics and not do anything with it, not add any twist to it, not add any flow switches, not make it interesting to listen to? How are you just going to do the same flow over and over and over again? It just makes the beginning very slow, very slog to get through, and it doesn't make you want to get to the end of the song, because the middle of the song can be good, the ending could be good, but if the beginning doesn't hit, most likely I'm going to turn off your song. Oh my lord, I just don't. It just pains me. It just pains me sometimes. I have to sit through and listen to this to these songs. Now, I will say this though. It definitely picks up after. When he switches to the Slim Shady character and the Slim Shady sound, it sounds good as hell. Alright? I'm still at shock. I'm still at awe that he only used this voice sparingly, or he only used this type of sound sparingly. It makes no sense, because when he switches to it, it sounds good. It sounds interesting. I could care less what he's saying, because he's just delivering well on this song. The flow switches are absolutely insane. This part of the song is so good that I was getting mad that he was switching back to the monotone, same flow Eminem. I was getting so mad that he kept switching to that. It was just driving me insane. Like, why are you switching back? It just doesn't make any sense. Now, he is flowing well on this beat. He's going crazy on this beat. Even the monotone fast rapping switch up doesn't stay for long. Now, a lot of new Eminem songs have the fast rapping and the monotone voice. I hate that fast rapping. I hate it. I think it's very uninspiring. I think it's very unoriginal. He does it over and over again on his new songs. I think he just get rid of it entirely. But he's never going to, because 30, 40-year-olds are going to freak out being like, oh my God, Eminem, he's saying so much stuff. Look, he's saying 1,000 words in a minute. Why is that a good thing? Why is that a good thing? That's not a good thing. I don't know why people pretend like that's a good thing. But when he goes back to the Slim Shady sound, I didn't even care what he was saying. It was just so good. It was so good. The bizarre verse at the end was really unnecessary. It didn't add much to the song. Honestly, if the beginning wasn't so bad, if the ending wasn't so bad, this would definitely be a top tier Eminem track. But it's not. So I'm going to have to give it a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, what'd you think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. Thank you so much for listening. I'll see you later. You have a good one. Bye.